Hello, this is Pam. I'm a Stampin' Up! Independent demonstrator, and today I have a little box project to share with you that holds my twine and my rhinestones and my pearls. This box was designed after one that I saw a fellow Stampin' Up! Demonstrator make. She designed this box. It holds the framelets. So I took her design, her name's Sam Donald from the UK, and I made it into a smaller version to hold the things that I would like to have in there, my twine, mostly my twine. And I'm going to make another one because I think this one's going to get full really quick because I love twine. Okay, so you need a piece of cardstock that measures 8.5 inches by 9.5 inches. And you want to score the short side at the top, which is the 8.5 inches at the top. You want to score it at 2 1/8 and 6 3/8, and I'll have all these measurements up on my blog so you can check them out there. And while you have it on there, put a little pencil mark at the 1 1/4 inch line there, because we're going to be cutting that off for the sides of the box there. It's at a little angle. And then turn your cardstock, put another little pencil mark at the 1 1/4 inch, and then score it at 4 1/4 and then at 6.5 inches. And then that is all the scoring that you need to do on that. And you only have 2 tabs, which are these center ones. I've already cut this one down. And as you can see, I cut it down a little bit to make it shorter because we don't need all that bulk when we go to fold the box up. So I'm just going to cut this side here and I'll show you. So cut all the way up to that score line. And then I take a section of it off because sometimes you don't get it always straight. So I angle it. So this line is straight, this is going to be the inside. That way it's, because sometimes you get some that hangs over, then you end up having to trim it off once you put your box together. So I just go ahead and do it ahead of time. I angle it the way I know it's not going to stick out over the top at all. So trim that off, and then just cut this down a little bit, because when we fold it up, we're not going to have all that extra pieces in there. And then now you can cut these where we made those 1 1/4 inch marks on each side. And you can make a line, pencil line there if you want, or you can just cut it freehand. So just start there and just cut it all the way down to your pencil mark. And then on this side you can start at the pencil mark and just kind of eyeball it there. I said, if you want to actually put it on your cutter, you can do that too and just make a line. Make sure you get it all the way straight. So that's what it looks like. Now before you want to glue or assemble all your pieces, it's easier to put your designer series paper on now. This paper that I used is from the Celebration, which is no longer available, but since I made this one a while ago, I wanted it all to match, so I still have some of it left, so that's what I've used. That piece measures 4 inches by 2 3/4, so whatever designer series paper you want to use. Go ahead and glue that down to the smallest part, not up here. This is your back, so glue that down, which I've already done, save a little bit of time. And then now you can go ahead and score all your lines and get ready to assemble it. And you can, when you get ready to assemble it, you can use sticky strip, fast fuse, or liquid glue. I like to use the liquid glue because you can get a little bit of wiggle room to line up all your edges before you actually stick them together. That way, sticky strip kind of permanent. Once you stick it on there, sometimes it doesn't come off and it kind of wrecks your project, so I don't want to do that. So I like to use the liquid glue. So fold all your score lines, and you can fold these before you cut your tabs if you want. Sometimes I do it before, sometimes I do it after. It really doesn't matter which way you do it. So there is your box ready to be assembled. So basically this is the front, and the little tab's going to go on the inside, and your back pieces are going to come in first, and then this is going to be your side that goes towards the back. It's a really simple build. So to get started, I guess you could put your glue on your tab on the inside. I said I used the liquid glue, the mono liquid glue, and you can take it all the way to the edge. I just try to not get it really close to the edge because it'll spew out on you, then you'll have sticky on the inside of your box, which I've done before. So put your glue on there just like that, and then bring your back tab and line it up to the edge, make it flush there. Like I said, with the liquid glue you have a little bit of time to actually move it around if you don't get it, you know, right to the edge the first time. You can slide it, and I like that because it doesn't mess you up. And see, then this one comes from. I'll do both tabs at the same time so it's easier to put it all together. To do your tabs both at the same time, one on each side. So put your glue, and then bring your back tab to the front there. And like I said, you can squeeze that around. Make sure your bottom edges are all flush. And then you're ready to put this these pieces onto this. Now on the inside it's kind of hard to see with the black, but when you fold this up, you may get a little, like a 1/16 of an inch gap on this corner. So when you put your glue on there, don't put it like right to the edge. I'm not real sure why it does that. It did it on my other one and I got a little bit of sticky in there. I don't know why it does that, but just bring it, you know, like a 1/4 of an inch away from your fold line, and that'll be perfect. I'm going to put glue on this one too. This glue doesn't take too long to set up, but if you go ahead and put it on your paper, it's not going to dry itself to where you can't use it. So bring your edges again together, line up your bottom so it's flush, and press that down, and the same on this side. Bring your edges together, get your bottom edges flush so it lays nice and flat. And then you can also, if you want to get make sure that your glue is really sealed, you can lay your box onto the table and just kind of give it a press on the inside, and the same with this side. So those are your sides there, and that's the front. And to embellish mine, I took some of the basic black and Whisper White twine, and I tied it around the front twice, 3 times, and just tied a bow. I'm not going to do that on the video, so it saves a little bit of time, but that works as an embellishment. You can also use ribbon if you want to use ribbon. Now this one I used some really old ribbon. This is, I think, Certainly Celery. It was available at I think it was a Celebration quite a few years ago. I put that around there. I might take it off and match it with the twine. But see, it holds perfectly all your twine spools. This is what they come, kind of card they come on. And it holds the pearls and the rhinestones. It holds them perfect. They're a little bit wider than the twine spools, so I made it big enough actually to hold these. But I think it's a cute box and it adds to the set of the framelits. And it looks cute sitting on your desk, a little decorative container. So thank you for watching, and visit my blog for more Stampin' Up! Projects. Bye!